Hey guys, welcome back to This Podcast Fits Your Macros. It is me, Coach CaiLEAN, the macro queen, newly named by you. I love this new gear. I feel like everybody needs this hat.
I think so.
How are you doing, Mr. Gainsmaster Ryan Milton?
Doing good over here. Just chilling, just ready to do another episode. I thought it was like 5 days since we've done one, but CaiLEAN tells me it's been like 5 months. So here we are again.
It feels like 5 months. I think it's only actually been like 2 or 3 weeks, but a lot has happened since then.
A lot has happened.
Vacations, blah, blah. I like your shirt, by the way. You're rocking the new Jack-o'-lantern shirt.
Jack-o'-lantern. And it is because it's Halloween, people. We'll get this out before Halloween, so hopefully you hear it before Halloween or on Halloween. But today is technically a Halloween topic, right?
Yes, and because of that, I have a Halloween themed. If it fits your is it worth the macros? What is my segment? Is it worth the macros?
Is it worth the macros? Yep.
So if you know me, you know I have a deep affinity for anything cake batter flavored or birthday cake flavored. So I was walking through the store and I found birthday cake flavored candy corn. Are you a candy corn fan? I know you don't like sweets, but like I feel like candy corn is super polarizing. You either love it or you hate it.
Candy corn. Can't remember eating candy corn, honestly. So,
well, I am one of the people that love it. I mean, I don't love it. I'll eat it if it's there and if it's my macros, but will I go out of my way? So, but these are like super cute. I don't know if you can see, they even have like little confetti in it.
Little sparkles or some shit on there. Nice.
I think that if you like candy corn, these are absolutely worth your macros. They were delicious, which I feel like birthday cake stuff is about 50-50. It's either amazing or it's not. So
it's a birthday cake candy corn is literally what we're talking about right now?
Yes.
And what are the macros?
Flavor. Oh, let's get down that deep dive. It's 0 grams of fat. So,
Boom.
Woo!
Healthy. Health food.
It's also 0 grams of protein. And it is 29 grams of carbs for 15 pieces.
15 of them? Damn. Mm-hmm. So what's the calories right there?
110.
110 for a serving?
Yeah. I would eat.
Pure sugar.
As I was reversing, I would eat them like 5 at a time.
Yeah, that's good.
Third.
That's like that's a nice pre-gym fucking food right there. No. Throw some of those down in the car, throw a little pre-workout down with some caffeine, hit it. You'd be lit. So you're saying definitely worth the macros though. So people should be encouraged to try these.
With an asterisk, if you like candy corn. Because if you don't like candy corn, you're not going to like it regardless.
Well, but does it even taste like candy corn? Isn't it a birthday cake?
It's birthday cake candy corn, so it tastes like...
I know, but isn't it just shaped? So you're saying it tastes like candy corn mixed with birthday cake?
Like if they had a baby, that's what it would taste like.
That's crazy. That doesn't sound like it would be good.
It is so good. Oh, which, by the way, I have to ask you, did you try your M&Ms that I sent you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Which one did I try? You sent me like 400 fucking packets of M&Ms. So
okay, so backtrack. It was his birthday a couple weeks ago now. Jeez, that seems like a long time ago.
It's over a month,
him, he always talks about how I find these weird flavors everywhere, and so I sent him like a whole shit ton of M&M flavors. So which one? I have to know which one was your favorite.
I tried the one you talked about on the podcast, which was the cookie inside one, right? Yeah. And it was pretty good, but it was also weird as shit. I was like, what the hell is this?
Good.
It was too crunchy. I felt like it was a little like I didn't expect the cookie to be that crunchy, but I forgot what cookies were like. I think you know what I mean. So if I had known what the cookie tasted like, more so like without being in the M&M, I think I would have got. But it was still good. I was like, damn, I should use this for, like I said, roll up to the gym. Throw some of these down. Get a little pump going. But yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't try all of the other flavors yet since you sent me 400, but I'm thinking I was work through it progressively for the rest of my life.
Well, yes, you have pre-workouts for like the next 2 years now.
Yeah, that was good. But not birthday cake candy corn.
But you're not a candy, like you literally have to be a candy corn person. Side note, like 2 years ago, they had a donut shop candy corn in the stores. And they had like chocolate glazed, like regular glazed and strawberry glazed donut candy corn. And that was also top notch.
Dang. People out here listening, are you guys trying these things? Let me know in the comments. Is CaiLEAN inspiring you? Actually, I have seen some comments on YouTube of people saying they tried stuff you were saying, they loved it.
Oh,
so if you guys
so
are trying these recommendations of the macros, is it worth it? Is it worth the macros? Then let us know. Let us know which ones they are. And also remember, you can submit ideas. You know, if there's something you see at the store, you're like, I definitely can't try this because I'm afraid, make CaiLEAN do it. You know what I mean? Write it down, let us know. And you know, I think we need to get some weirder shit in here. I think we need to get, not just some super sweets and stuff. Let's get some fucking let's order some weird, I don't know, there's this one store I always see when I go on vacation to the beach, and it's they have like every kind of beef jerky in the world there, right? And it's like the weirdest meats ever, like boa constrictor jerky and shit. Like, I think it's time to test some of those out.
That's where we get into my picky eating. I don't know. I was more up to, I posted on my Instagram story that one of my favorite ice cream shops was having they do dipped ice cream bars, and they had dry roasted crickets as a topic. So luckily Instagram said, no, I should not try that, because I was going to do it if the gram said I was going to do it.
Oh, really? People voted no?
Yeah, no, they voted no. Oh, can you hear me? My alarm went off.
Yeah, I can hear it a little. Okay. It's her alarm to eat a cookie, everybody. But
yeah, no. Sorry about that. My AirPods got disconnected. Okay.
You back?
I am, but my AirPods are not.
I'm gonna leave it in here. We're not even gonna edit this out. We're not even editing this out. We're just gonna. No,
we are not insta perfect here. That is okay. That's my life.
That's all right. Okay. That's all right.
We are jumping into it.
So what's the topic though? We didn't even tell people the topic. We just dove in.
Oh, so our topic today is 10 scary food myths that we are basically going to debunk here, because
10.
Man, if you go on Instagram, there's just like bullshit all over the place. And so we are going to help you chart through these bullshit waters with our little non-bullshit canoe. And the first one, we're just going to jump right into it, is that carb/sugar and candy is the enemy of all things. It is just like kryptonite. You shouldn't touch it at all. If you touch it, you're going to die. And obviously... I've been eating these things. I'm still alive here. I'm still hitting my goals. This reverse has been going better than ever, by the way. But you can eat this shit and still hit your goals. It's everywhere. So honestly, restricting it 100% is very, very challenging for most people. And it will most likely lead to benders and binges if you take it out completely. So the best thing you can do is incorporate a little bit in your life every single day if you want it. If you don't need it every single day, then don't do it every single day. But we were talking about Halloween's coming up, and you were saying you have a ton of clients that are freaking out about it. Yep. I have some clients that are freaking out about it. I've had seasons before. There was one prep where I was on prep over Halloween, and I'd just sit here with a bucket of candy in my lap and pass it out to children. And I think I ended up making one piece of candy fit that day. But the awesome thing about Halloween candy is that it's so fucking small, man. It's so small. So for me, I was talking to you before this, the non-chocolate candies, they don't do shit for me. So I actually will buy the 500 piece of those, because I can have those in my house all day and not be tempted to eat anything. But the pack with the Snickers, Twix, Milky Way, Three Musketeers, that I cannot have in my house because I like those candies too much. So part of it, if you can't control yourself, just don't buy the stuff that you like, because you're going to end up eating it if you can't control yourself, which, I think at this point in my life, I could buy it and I could control myself and I make it fit in my macros, but that is not a great choice for me to have in my macros for my goals right now, which are above what most people have as goals. So, for the average person, getting some candy every single day of your life isn't going to kill you. So that's my take on that. Oh, so, buy the candy you don't like the most, even if you might get egged by the neighbors. Who cares? Just kidding. That's what Brad says every time. He's like, you get the shitty candy, we're going to have toilet paper all over our house.
Oh man, I didn't ever think of that. That's true, probably. But whoa.
Yet. It hasn't happened yet.
Maybe this will be the year. But yeah, the point is fit it into your macros, guys, and that's not going to do anything to you. And I see a lot of people, they come up with being stressed out if they nibbled on candy. Because what happens at Halloween, this is what I find. A lot of people that have the issue with it, it's not even like in their house. It's like at their job or something. Like the front desk reception has a candy bowl. I mean, maybe COVID killed this shit off, but who knows? And now we probably have a warning on this video, but
Said the word.
It's like they would just snack on it throughout the day or whatever, because it's around. Because Halloween time, candy is around. It's around. I went to the grocery store the other day and I was like, where'd all the food going here? It's just aisles and aisles of candy
20-pound bags.
And I was like, whoa. And they're all like $40. I'm like, damn, inflation. It's just a crazy world we're living in. But so like if you got to understand, though, it's not an enemy food. It's not something to be afraid of. It's something that you can plan into your life if you want it. And if you don't, then don't fucking eat it. Like, who cares? But if you want it, remember, it's fine. Do it, figure it out, fit it in. If you're doing the 80-20 rule we always talk about, no problem. Literally no issue. I mean, it's not the healthiest food for you, but I think you fucking know that. It's candy, people. We knew that when we were kids, okay? Let's move on. Damn.
Not only that, but again, use pre-planning to help you out. So if you want to eat a little fun-sized piece of candy every single day, fucking log it at the beginning of the day. Pack it in your lunchbox, and then you don't have to worry about going over because of it at the end of the night or whenever you're eating it. So it's doable. Of course, it's not healthy to eat it in excess, but eating a little bit, if that's what you fancy, will prevent long-term benders, binges, all that terrible stuff.
Which are way worse, people. Which are way worse. Now, moving off the candy topic, number 2 would be don't eat fruit after 5, people. Or, I mean, after whatever, right? And it's specifically fruit. CaiLEAN put this one in here. I've always heard don't eat after 5 in general, but that's its own myth. So let's talk about this one then. Where does this come from? Where does this stem from?
Oh, just bullshittery that has been discussed over years and years. Like, I just ate an apple last night at like 5 o'clock, 5:05 maybe. And I'm still alive today. I'm still here.
Damn.
5:05. I don't know.
That's too close.
After dinner, so it was probably like 6:06. But no, I digress. Basically, the thinking is that like your body's just going to store all that sugar as fat, and you're going to wake up 20 pounds heavier the next day because you ate an apple after 5 p.m. And obviously, this is not what happens. Like, time of day eating, I feel like has been disproved over and over and over and over and over again. Like, doesn't matter really when you eat. I've talked about before, obviously not like eating a crap ton of shit before bed, because like your digestive system needs some time to digest. But like, honestly, eating fruit after 5 is not going to kill you. Might spike your blood sugar a little bit, but like, fruit is not the enemy here. It's got lots of micronutrients that can help you in all sorts of mechanics throughout your body. It is the best sort of sugar that you're going to get, versus, more of the processed stuff that we just talked about. So like, when people demonize fruit, it gets a little annoying, because I think fruit is a great stair step for a lot of people who are trying to incorporate healthier things into their bodies. Maybe they come from a background like myself where they're just eating processed shit all the time. And, they think, oh, I'm going to swap my late night candy bar for an apple. And then they hop on Instagram and they see eating an apple after 5 p.m. is going to make them fat instantly. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, what the fuck and when the fuck can I eat this shit? So that's my biggest fear with that. Fruit is great for you. And, when it gets demonized, I just get very annoyed at that.
Yep. What?
I don't know if you have anything else to say. I can just go on and on about.
It's fruit. Fruit is a good thing. Fruit is healthy. There's a lot. It's always fitness, diet culture always demonizes different things, like the avocado, for example. Like, avocado is a superfood now. For years, it was said if you ate an avocado, you would definitely be, gaining weight, getting fat, body fat, all this. Like people didn't eat avocados. Then somebody decided they're really good for you. Now everyone eats fucking avocados. I don't eat avocados, but a lot of people do. Okay. And they literally consider it a superfood now. So my point is, that through the cycles of time, fruit has been one of these things where people say, yeah, it's bad, this or that, sugar. But also fruit is shit that we were eating before anything else that you're eating right now. Like aside from maybe meat, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, cavemen eating fruit when they found a fruit tree. Maybe it wasn't every day, maybe it wasn't all the time, but it did happen. And there's nothing wrong with fruit. People stop worrying about the fruit, and especially stop worrying about the time. Eat a fucking apple at midnight if you want. Eat a whole watermelon. Eat an entire watermelon. Sit down, cut the top off, spoon it out, eat the whole thing. I dare you. You wake up, nothing happened to you. Okay. Your stomach might feel a little sick, but hey.
Yeah, you might be peeing all night if you ate a whole watermelon at midnight.
That's true, but either way, come on, it's not going to end your world, okay? Try that versus trying eating an entire pizza at midnight and then wake up and see how you feel the next day. I guarantee you feel better doing one.
Sleeve of Oreos or something like that. That's what it's like. There's so many worse things that you can talk about not eating after 5 p.m. after, you turn into a pumpkin or whatever. But yes, you can eat your fruit after 5 p.m.
Eat whatever you want. And so that brings us to number 3. Where are we at?
Oh, the myth that fasted cardio is superior to non-fasted cardio. Now, this one is one I do get a lot. Yeah. And it's been proven over and over and over that there is legit no difference between fasted cardio and non-fasted cardio. It is a matter of preference. So personally, when I'm on prep, I have cardio, I wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to do cardio. I don't have the time to grab something before I go. And not to mention, I don't want to start eating that early because I only have a small amount of food. So I'm going to push my food as late in the day as possible. So I do fasted cardio. Do I do it because I think it's going to give me the edge? No, it's literally because I don't want to eat any of my food at that point. And if I had eaten anything or if I didn't eat anything, it wouldn't have made a difference. Either way, scientifically proven, all that good stuff.
Yep, 100%. And it's kind of like the food myth we just talked about. The times of things don't matter as much, people. Like everybody's worried about the timings and all this myths. The people posting stuff like this are trying to scare you into thinking that you don't know something so they can sell you something. That's what these things are. That's what all this is. These food myths, these cardio myths, these exercise myths. That's another one. It's not even an episode for exercise, but the countless exercise people talk shit about on the internet blows my mind. It's like fitness coaches and culture have lost sight of what the whole point is. Like, I don't give a shit if you're doing the most useless exercise in the world. It's better than sitting on your fucking ass. Okay. Exactly. And the same thing comes with cardio. Like if it's 9 a.m. and you missed your fasted cardio moment because you had a bowl of fucking oatmeal, now you're like, dang it. Well, no point to do it because it's over. I mean, I already wasted my time. It's not fasted. It's not going to be effective. I'll just do it tomorrow. No, go do something. Okay. Like literally the way workouts work, cardio works, all this shit is just any time you can do it and it gets done, it's a fucking win. So don't care about the time and the results will be no better. Like they're literally no better. I mean, I've coached thousands of people doing cardio, and you've coached hundreds of people at this point, moving up and up, doing cardio. And, like what we see all the time is it doesn't fucking matter. And literally I tell people that all the time and they get the same results. So I know for a fact it doesn't matter, but also science says it. Look it up if you need more, but I'm telling you guys, just do whatever you can do to get that in and it's going to work.
Yes. All righty. Next up, another workout related thing is about BCAAs and that
which
you should buy them.
Branch
chain amino acids.
Amino acids
are going back to my biochemistry days. So Bam. Yeah. I learned all of these at one point. I drank them all the way in college, but here we are.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I learned a lot of shit in college that I remember some of it, but like I had to know all the structures for all the amino acids. So, yeah, I do know stuff occasionally. Anyway, I digress. It just brings back memories. And then it's like, also biochemistry, and then it's like vodka. They both like go hand in hand. I used to be a crazy person. Now I'm way more lame, but it's for the better. Anyway, branched chain amino acids. So I remember the first time I heard about them in the wild, so to say. I was at Costco, and this was like, gosh, probably, I don't know how many years ago, and I don't really want to say because it will probably date me, and I'm 29 forever. So anyway, it's sometime in the past, way before like, fitness was as mainstream as it was right now. I'm walking through Costco and some like sample person is there, and I fucking love samples. So of course I'm going to stop and get one, especially in the supplement section, because I had just gotten into fitness and all the good stuff. I was in the group fitness phase at this point in my fitness career. So early on, for those who haven't been following me, there's this guy selling, should I name the brand? Yeah, I will.
Sure, go ahead. Same.
Well, okay. Costco has, I think it's Optimum Nutrition, the BCAA Energy.
Yeah, okay.
So he was like, oh yeah, you need this for your workouts because it's going to provide energy and it's going to provide you like all these amino acids to, help you build more muscle and blah, blah. So for, years probably of my life, I was taking these and to the point where it's like I think Costco only had grape, and I got like so sick of grape flavor, and I like burnt myself out hardcore on that. But anyway, I was a religious believer in that supplement, and then like the research came out that they don't do shit. So I was basically, spending $40-$60 on like Kool-Aid, essentially.
Flavored water,
yeah, flavored water. Yeah. It was zero, sugar or something, I'm sure. But, basically don't waste your money on them because they aren't efficient. There are essential amino acids that have shown to be a little bit better, but BCAAs as a whole, I can't believe I still see people advertising these, to be honest, because like it's almost embarrassing because all the research has come out and said it doesn't do shit for you. So a lot of people swear by drinking them intra-workout. If you want that flavored water boost, sure, but it's been proven time and time again, not effective. So my apologies if you're hearing this for the first time and you have a pantry full.
Go fact check CaiLEAN, everybody. Fact check her. Go look it up. See if she's right. No, she is right, everybody. The research has been out forever. I started doing bullshit BCAA content years back. That's some of like the first content I did, and everybody hated me for it. People still hate me for it. So we'll probably get a little hate for this one, but hey, you know what? Here's the thing. If you want to waste your money, fucking waste it. I waste my money all the time on dumb shit, and so does everybody. Like, if you want to waste your money on BCAAs thinking it's doing something for your gains, good for you. If you like sipping on it, good for you. Fucking do it then. Maybe you like the way it tastes. Maybe you like all the artificial sweeteners and dyes. I don't know. If you do, buy it. That's kind of how things work. But if you expect to build muscle from BCAAs or it really enhance any fitness result, it doesn't do it. Actually, the real research, I don't know how far we want to go down the rabbit hole with this, probably not too far because it'll be the world's longest podcast, but it actually shows that if you use BCAAs routinely, that you'll synthesize protein worse when you eat it, okay? Which is the entire point, guys. What we want to do is eat protein, and that really goes to work to help us make gains, recover muscles, all this bullshit. And when you supplement with BCAAs, basically the cells in your body are always getting hit with all these aminos, and they're like, why is this happening? But there's no protein. Why is this happening? But nothing's happening. And then they're like, fuck it, it's like the boy who cried wolf on your gains. Okay, you don't want that. Eventually, your cells stop working, and they're not doing as good as they could be doing. So it's kind of counterintuitive to even be having them, to be honest. And again, fact check us. Look at the research.
Yeah,
it's
real.
Your
body's not a fucking idiot. Your body is a high-functioning machine, and it knows what's up. So get that shit from real-ass protein. If you enjoy the taste of them, then sure, go for it. But you can save that money.
Yeah, you can get all the BCAAs you need from food. That's it, people. Eat your food. Take that 40, 60. It's probably like $120 for a BCAA supplement this point. Take that, buy yourself some better meats, okay? Buy some more steaks. Things like that, okay?
Quality meats, man. Take that. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea because $30 to $60 to $120 for BCAA. I can get you like a couple we swear there may be a couple days worth for you of good meat.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. So, what's number 5 then? We're moving forward. Damn, this is going a little. Hopefully, you guys are still here. If you're still listening, thanks, guys. Make sure you subscribe, you're following wherever you're hearing right now.
You said
and we got 5 more.
Are we
going to do another 5? I thought it was going to be shorter, but
yeah,
we should do another 5. Let's keep rolling.
Let's do it. Let's keep rolling. We'll see where we get. All right. So number 5 is that eating white fish is going to give you like the thin skin. Like basically that as a competitor, you need to eat only fish because you want your skin to be skin to be thin, muscles defined, all that good stuff. And that is just simply false because you can still get those results without even eating a single bite of fish. I am a testament of it for like the first 6 years of my bodybuilding career. I did not eat any seafood at all. I now stepping into the fish world. But basically, this comes from the thought that like white fish is very low fat in general. Whereas some of the other types of meats, chicken, pork, especially beef, tend to be higher in fat content. So, the idea is if you're only eating fish, you're eating this like super low fat, item. Whereas if you switch in the other ones, you just gotta track your fats appropriately with them and you'll still hit your goals. So chicken isn't zero fat. It does have some fats associated, especially chicken thighs. So I have some clients that, they hear chicken and rice and they're doing chicken thighs, and then they don't realize that chicken thighs are actually substantially more fat than chicken breasts. I know that, I guess it's not inherently clear, but yeah, so chicken thighs, more fat than chicken breast. Just check your fat content, make sure it fits in your macros, and you'll still hit your goals just as always.
Yeah. And I remember when I heard about this diet, when I started coaching competitors, I would start getting people from other coaches and other teams, and they were coming to me saying they were on the mermaid diet. And I was like, fucking mermaid diet? What's this mean? It was like, I only eat fish and asparagus. I was like, what the fuck? This is the craziest shit. I almost didn't believe it when I kept hearing it. And it is real, people. This is what people think. So if you're one of those that think that helps you, it doesn't really help, because all that matters is that you're in a calorie deficit. You can do that with any foods, any protein sources, any fishes, any meats, whatever you want. Get in a calorie deficit and you'll get the same result. You'll be able to get the same look, especially for competitors. Like, honestly, you'll look better if you don't eat this diet, if you don't eat just the fish and all that shit. This reminds me, there's a YouTube video of some dude that tried to do this. Oh, man, I wish that I remembered what it was. Maybe I'll find it and we can put it in the show notes. But it was literally a bodybuilder dude from like Britain or something. And his coach put him on literally like, he had to eat like 32 fillets of fish a day or something like that. And that was the only thing he was allowed to eat. And he had like a whole deep freezer full of fish. And he's just cooking fish. And he's like, keeps talking about it. This dude was not even like, he was not like he didn't look like the Hulk or something. You know what I mean? You'd think you're eating 32 fillets of fish every day. If this worked, we might see the Hulk, but no. And anyway, he's just like, yeah, I wake up, I eat fish, and then I have a snack and it's fish, and then I eat lunch and it's fish, and then for after work I'll have fish again, and then I'll have dinner fish, and before, literally, this is the interview, I'm not even making this up. And he's like, and then right before bed I'll have another fish. And I'm like, dude, so don't do it, guys.
I can't imagine how that guy smells.
I was about to say that. That's hilarious. Yeah. Like he's or how his house smells. Like you just walk in there and you're like, this is a cannery. They're canning meat in here. Fish in here.
I'm still like, even when I cook fish, I'm just like, damn it, why does it stink in here? Like I only do mahi right now.
It really does. But if you guys like fish, eat it. Just don't think it's gonna do special things for you.
Yes. Solid.
Number 6. Right.
Heading into Halloween as well, this is a relevant topic, that alcohol kills your gains. So obviously, if you are not tracking your alcohol appropriately, which I would venture, I would say probably, and this might be an overestimate, but I'd say like 60% of all people don't track their alcohol correctly. Like I always
way
have
more than that.
You think? Okay, I thought maybe I was being, I don't know. I give people too much credit, I suppose. I just, I have that come to Jesus with my clients of like, we're plateauing, and I'm like, okay, well, tell me. And they're like, oh, I have a glass of this every day. And I'm like, okay, well, what are you logging that as? And they're like, well, or, oh, the seltzers, man. It's only 2 grams of carbs. They're so hot right now. They're not just 2 grams of carbs. Let me tell you, they are 100 calories. It's trickery. Ah, that's like a whole nother episode. Maybe we'll do a whole, like the science behind it, because we don't have time for the science right now. The science behind why alcohol is not just 2 carbs for a seltzer. We will get to that, I promise. But anyway, if you are tracking your macros appropriately, you can hit your gains. And of course, if you don't know how to track it, hit us up in the DMs, we can tell you. But, obviously, if you are going out on benders every Friday, Saturday night and making yourself sick from alcohol multiple times during the week, it's preventing you from getting into the gym. Yes, those will kill your gains. But, occasional alcohol use will not stunt your gains overall. So I don't know what you have to add to that. I actually personally stopped drinking about a year and a half ago. It just stopped serving me, but that was like a personal choice. I don't know. Like once you have a kid, waking up with a hangover and trying to parent is like the worst thing ever. So it's like they somehow know you're hungover and pick the loudest toy possible and play with that all morning. So like after I had my kid, I pretty much stopped drinking. But let me tell you, back in college, I was wild. And, even into my pre-kid life, I was, I have nothing against people who drink alcohol. It's just not for me anymore. Yep. But, I still, you could drink it and still hear goals. A lot of people still do. People do shots of freaking vodka backstage sometimes, which is a whole other topic. Oof.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, I would say the only way alcohol really kills your gains is if you make poor choices when you're drunk, because that's usually what happens, right? That's usually the real thing. I mean, having a shot of tequila or fucking beer, wine, any alcohol you want, do whatever you want with it. But if you start, because this is what happens, I have several clients that, they're more lifestyle clients. And so they like to drink a lot more than maybe competitors, whatever. And, they like to go out on the weekends, couple nights in a row and have fun, do whatever. And they're always messaging me the next morning saying shit like, yeah, so I had a few too many. I tracked them in. And then all of a sudden I was eating every French fry McDonald's had. And I'm like, yeah, so the alcohol wasn't the issue there. It was actually the fact that when you were drunk, you ordered every French fry McDonald's had, so stuff like that. I mean, I think there's even actual research on that too, because a lot of people thought for a long time alcohol actually made you gain weight, because it's like it's its own macro in a way, which this is a topic for another episode. But like they researched, it was actually mainly like the guy goes to the bar and he's drinking a beer, and then all of a sudden he's eating the pretzels, and then he's ordering the wings, and he's eating then the pizza, and he goes home. Those things are the things that actually, basically the untracked food and the untracked calories are things that actually affect it the most. I mean, if you're tracking what you're drinking, it's just still, again, calories going in the body. And if you know the amount of calories you need, that's it. That's the end of the story. So yeah, I wouldn't say it kills your gains aside from protein synthesis a little bit, but that's really not going to kill your gains either. And a topic for another show. If you guys want us to do an episode on the booze, comment, let us know. We will.
Yes. Oh, not to mention, I don't know about you, but like when I would be super hungover, the only thing that would bring me to life would be a giant ass, like greasy breakfast burrito or something.
That is what people do. Yeah. Yeah. I've never been hungover. So.
Oh, that's right. I
drink.
I don't get hangover.
I don't get a fucking hangover. I literally don't. So
I forgot about that. Us peasants with the hangovers here.
I have too much body mass for that shit. But
man. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that is the point. Same thing. Still eating something that probably had a lot of calories. Because I do love breakfast burritos, and those fucking things are dense.
Oof. Yeah, because you're not going to want fucking broccoli and chicken the next morning because you're going to be so sick. Oh,
no.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, another lifetime ago, that was me. But anyway, let's see. This one was one that you added to the list because you've gotten a lot of questions lately, and that is eating fat makes you fat. So do you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. Eating fat makes you fat. People keep asking me this. It's interesting. I mean, I've got this question a lot, but right now more than ever, for some reason, it's like literally popped in my head. But yeah, people think literally eating fat is making them fat. Like fat, if you eat it, no matter what it is, it's going to actually add body fat to your body. But again, totally wrong method of thinking. I mean, I get the idea of if, like, oh, I want to burn fat, but why am I eating fat? Okay. But the point is, that's not how the body works. Literally, your body doesn't even know what the fuck you're eating, like in the context of what is actually being eaten. It knows what it breaks down and what it does. Your brain is the brain sitting over there on MyFitnessPal, looking for the fats and looking for the carbs and looking for the proteins. Your body gets whatever comes in it and says, all right, here's something I'll do this with because it's this and that. Like, if your stomach's brain is not the same as your brain in your head. They're related, but they're not the same. So like you got to understand that fat is not going to make you fat. What will make you fat is, once again, guys, guess what we're going to talk about? Calories. If you eat too many damn calories, doesn't matter where it comes from. You can overeat protein and gain weight. People don't get this, and I see a lot of diet coaches and stuff say it's not possible to do that. Just eat more protein. You'll burn more fat. No, you're fucking wrong, dude. If you're eating more calories, I don't give a shit. Your whole diet could be just steaks and eggs or whatever. I've done a diet like that. You can definitely gain weight doing that diet. You can also lose weight. Like, the point is, if you have the calories going in that are too much, it's going to put body fat on you. So don't blame any one macro for this. Don't blame carbs or fats. I mean, nobody ever blames protein, but you could. Don't, because it's really not about that. It's just about the calories, and that's it. Hit the calories, know your goals, and you're good to go.
Not to mention, fat is essential for so many hormone health type things. So
absolutely,
it's like you need fat in your diet
and your brain, everything.
Yes, everything.
Good luck,
needs
people.
Fats.
Cut your fats to zero. See what happens. You'd be dead. Don't do it. Actually, don't do it. Disclaimer: nobody actually do that. Definitely don't do it. People do that on diets, but don't do it. That's the mermaid diet.
Yeah, that's the mermaid diet. Oh, all right. Artificial sweeteners make you gain weight. So this is one I hear a lot too. There's a lot of debate about this. I kind of went into this question a little bit as my mouth was on fire with hot wings a while back. If you have not watch my hot wing video. It's on my YouTube channel. Let's see if Ryan will drop it in the little link or whatever, however this fandangled technology works. Because if we get 1,000 views, Ryan's going to do it with me. He hasn't officially agreed, but it's happening. So we're at like 600 something. So all I need is like 300 and something people more to watch it. Or you can watch it 300 times and be a soldier. And then Ryan and I will go through the full 10 wing slot of hot wings. Anyway.
Jeez.
Side note. I know. Why am I doing that? I don't know, because I almost died that day, but that's okay. So artificial sweeteners, lots of discussion about artificial sweeteners, and there have been a lot of studies about them as well. But at the end of the day, no, they don't make you gain weight. And again, this is very abbreviated. We've got a timeline to be done with this podcast at, so I won't go into a lot of detail. Maybe this is something we can breach in like a whole separate episode. But there's a lot of things saying like, oh, it makes you more hungry and you end up eating more. And it's just not true. And there's a whole, gut health stuff that is still debatable. Here's the thing is that a lot of these studies are done in mice or rats. And so it's really hard to specifically get data for humans because human trials are very expensive and a lot of people like to be controlled. So the studies that have been done do show that you do not gain weight from using artificial sweeteners. Are artificial sweeteners the best things in the world? No, they're not. Neither is eating a shit ton of sugar, but is it the worst thing in the world? Also, no. I think artificial sweeteners have a time and place, especially for people who are trying to incorporate a healthier lifestyle. Again, going back to myself personally, I didn't know a shit about nutrition when I started all this stuff. Oh my gosh, I was like malnourished, but like also looking normal, like because my whole life I ate like just garbage my whole life. So artificial sweeteners really, really helped me go from, eating like a Nutter Butter to eating maybe, a Greek yogurt with, protein powder that has artificial sweeteners in it and low carb. It still allowed me to hit my macros, eat something that's palatable to me because we don't always crave vegetables or even fruits. I didn't eat a lot of fruits before, where I'm at now. Now I eat a whole lot more fruits. So yep. I think that, especially in that argument, if you're choosing to eat maybe a protein bar that has artificial sweeteners versus a candy bar, if you consistently make those types of swaps, you're not going to gain weight. You're going to get closer to your goals because you're getting more on target to where your macros are. So I don't know, you have to add on to that.
Yeah, I would say it's hard to avoid them, for the most part, especially in fitness culture, because fitness stuff has mostly artificial sweeteners in it, pretty much fucking everywhere. Actually, everything that you like to eat that's fitness related, if it's a supplement, a pre-workout, a protein powder, a protein bar, these weird
Anything
chips
low
and
carb.
cookies and the healthy things and the protein macaronis and all this weird shit I see at the store, these all have these in there because they know instantly any fitness person's like, no, sugar, get away, like from all the fad diet bullshit that's been stuffed down people's necks forever. The point is, at the end of the day, if you're getting the calories, guys, you're getting the macros right, the artificial sweeteners, that's something you might phase out very late into your advanced journey as a fitness person, but most people will never even get there or give a fuck. And you'll get great results. So what does it matter? Because, at the end of the day, it's what fitness is about. Fitness is about getting a result, whether that's fat loss, muscle building, whatever, competing, all that, sports performance. These things are not going to deter from any of that. You'll be able to do all of that. So if you go on a holistic, I'm going to knit my own clothes mission and you want to nix out, artificial sweeteners, go for it. But most of you people won't get there. So, don't worry about it too much and make better choices.
Yeah. And especially with the holidays coming up, the possibilities to make like one holiday, I remember making a protein peanut or pumpkin pie, a whipped pumpkin pie thing using protein powder. And a lot of people scoffed at it because, they know me, I'm Miss Health Fitness, whatever in our family. Yep. But a lot of people ended up eating it and they're like, that's actually really good. And it's opening up their eyes to okay, yes, you can eat cheesecake if you want, but there are other, healthier options, to hit your goals, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I digress.
Totally. Absolutely. Moving on. How many we got left? We got 2 to go. People, stay with us.
Oh, this one will be quick. This one might get ranty, but this is one of my biggest pet peeves is that when someone's like, oh, blah, 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 peanut butter, protein, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, motherfuckers, peanut butter is fat more than protein. It also has carbs. And yeah, so it is not protein. I feel like a lot of people say that to me, when they're like, oh, but it has peanut butter. A lot of people, bless my family. Some of my family is woke to fitness life, but my parents, bless them. I try, but we're getting there. Anyway, peanut butter is way more fats than protein. And in fact, the protein and the carbs are about the same too. And in the average peanut butter, it's about 3 times, I would say 3 to 1 ratio. So usually the protein is about 5-6 grams and the fats are usually about 16, 17, 18 grams.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're finding?
I'm seeing that, yeah.
It ain't my first rodeo. Let me tell you. You don't eat peanut butter.
So it says, here's what it says. It says 7 protein and 16 fat. So definitely, and that one's a lean one, it says. Lean.
Oh, well, that doesn't even count because they probably put a bunch of artificial sweeteners, so there's no, carbs in it. But yeah, same goes with peanuts as well. Peanuts as a health food. Yes, it is a cleaner food because it is just a peanut. But you need to be monitoring this too, because same thing with peanuts, way more fats than protein. So if you just go ham with a bag of nuts or a can of nuts, you're probably going to sabotage your fitness goals. And, when you're thinking, oh, I'm just getting all this protein, you are getting way more fats than protein. So
yep,
that's that.
And it's very calorie dense, high calories, guys. Calories add up. Well, I won't even say it again because I've already said calories 100 times in this video, but it is so important. So, that's an easy way to overdo it. A couple things of peanut butter, because also people don't understand how to measure peanut butter at all. Okay.
Oh,
it's bullshit. A spoon of peanut butter is half the jar. This is 100 calories. Okay. No, it's
let me just address
1,200.
that right now. Put the jar of peanut butter on the scale, tear the scale out, get a spoon, grab your amount out of there and get the negative weight, because then you don't waste a measuring cup either, because you cannot even get it out of a measuring cup.
That's a good idea. Yeah, nice.
the only way to measure peanut butter, Nutella, cookie butter, whatever slimy, delicious concoction you're putting on something.
That's
that is the most accurate way to do it.
It's not a protein. It's a peanut butter hack. That's what you people just got. That's pretty good. I've never heard that.
What?
We should post that somewhere.
Oh, my gosh, that's the only way. Oh, nice. Okay. We have made it to our last topic.
Last myth for the Halloween spooks.
And that is that juice cleanses work. And, I thought that this is a thing in the past, but I literally, like a week ago, saw one of my friends on Facebook with her bag of juices. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And I'm just like, wow, we're still doing this. Like, why? Why are you going to drink just a liquid that is just about all carbs for who knows how many days straight? Yes, of course, there's fruits, there's vitamins, you're getting micronutrients, maybe depending on how it was done. But at the end of the 3 days, what are you going to do? You're going to go back to eating probably either the same as you were eating before or worse. There are very few people that have these come to Jesus moments of like, oh, I'm going to eat nothing processed. And like you said, like knitting their own clothes, going super holistic. There's nothing wrong with that. And by all means, like, shit, if I could be on that level one day, I probably will be in 10 years, and I'll listen to this podcast and I'll be like,
you would be one of those people.
I'm slowly getting there, man. This is, polyester. I'm going to have to get this made in wool or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like obviously, most of the foods we eat aren't great for us, but like also doing a juice cleanse for 3 days, if you're not going to make the major changes to eat like 100% whole, clean foods, organic, blah, 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 you're not doing anything but wasting like $150 on juice. You'll have the shits for like how many days, and who wants that? Like, you can't leave your house, I would imagine. I don't know.
That's the only cleanse that's happening.
Oof, I know, which sometimes those are otherworldly, but I mean, it's not going to be permanent. The second you start eating real food again, it's just going to collect in there. So save your money. Again, this is where you can save that $150 that you were spending on this cleanse and invest it in maybe some better food choices, vegetables, fruits, just higher grade meat, all that good stuff. You really want to work on your gut or whatever you're working on or thinking that's going to happen. But, if you want a gut cleanse, you can also do Smooth Move tea. Works pretty efficiently if you want to shit your brains out. So, not saying that you should do Smooth Move tea, but
there's a shit your brains out hack. We went from a peanut butter hack to a shit your brains out hack.
It is my go-to. If you don't like licorice flavor, get the mint flavored one because, anyway, Smooth Move tea is my bestie when I'm a little blocked out. But you do not need to pay $150 for juice cleanse if you don't.
Definitely not.
Like,
you could also just
change your whole life.
Go to Taco Bell and get something off the dollar menu. Same fucking result. And it's $1, people.
Taco Bell, man.
I mean, the juice cleanse thing, it'll never die. But you guys just remember, if you think you're doing that to get great results for the long term, it's a motherfucking scam. The only reason that it makes the scale go down is for the reasons we have just spoken about. And that's not results. That's not fat loss. That is not anything that you're looking for. That is some weight loss, but that weight will come back. Okay. So it looks great on the scale and it feels great. And you're like, wow, I've done a great thing for myself. But unless you're going to live on a juice for the rest of your life, and that's it, which if you do that, shit, you win this conversation. But if you don't do that, then it won't fucking work. So it's not going to work. You got to learn the tools. You got to learn the strategies. You got to learn things about nutrition to make nutrition not a task and not a chore. Make it a part of your everyday life. Don't look for, get to the point where you don't have to look for a juice cleanse or, a supplement or anything else because you're in the routine. You got it down. You know things. You know how protein works, how calories work, how carbs, all this stuff comes together to say, this diet works for me and it works for me in my situation. I can do it for the rest of the time. And I doubt any of you can say that about a damn juice. And if you can, DM me because I got to know who the fuck you are. You must be an alien or some shit. Another Elon Musk, Mars fucking alien running around here. Something.
For real. It ain't me. That's all right. That's all I got to say. It ain't me.
That's right. Well, so what? So we hit the whole list here? That's all 10. Damn, that's pretty good. We did
have
pretty
2
solid
minutes
today.
to spare. Also, let it be known that we literally picked this topic like 5 minutes before we got the podcast.
We did, yes. And honestly, we could have kept it going. So if you guys like the food myth thing we did, well, I mean, I'm sure we could do more of these over time, right? More episodes of food myths.
Absolutely.
So if you guys like it, let us know. And also tell us what you want us to talk about. Drop some myths, drop some things you've heard into the comments, or, send us a message and we will put it on the show. For sure.
Woo. Alrighty. Well, that's it for today, guys. We will convene again maybe in 2 weeks. Let us know. We always say, let us know how you want to do it. I'm always pestering Ryan to do these because
she is.
Fun.
Yes,
it's fun and it gives me reasons. I already have the next. Is it worth your macros? I already ate it.
That's really why you do it. You're like, yes, now I get to go to the store again.
Like, yeah, this is like, can I write this off? Oh, all right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Awesome. Yeah. See you guys. Thanks for listening.